Hey, it's Kevin. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's another No BS social media chat. This one's simple, but it's actually a two-prong attack, if you will. Today we're talking about thinking before you hit enter, hitting enter on the keyboard or on your phone. And it's really twofold. Number one, it's about what you're posting, the actual content. Is it something you should really post? And number two, you can also look at it as, well, look it over, think about it, look at typos, look at proofreading. So really a kind of a proofreading exercise as well. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm a big offender of the proofreading aspect of it. We all get caught up in wanting to be first with content, whether it's about proofreading or whether it's about, just particular content in general. We want to be the first one out there. We want everybody to pay attention to us. And sometimes we type and hit enter before we really think about what we're doing. And I think now, in the last few months with the controversies, no matter which side of the coin you fall under gay marriage, under the rebel flag, all those things about Obamacare, all the things people have been talking about in the news, my Facebook timeline, my Twitter stream are just blowing up with people on both sides of the fence. Well, think about it. If the person isn't somebody you agree with, you're going to kind of put that in your memory bank, your personal memory bank there, and remember that. I've actually learned a whole lot more about people I encounter, friends, fans, followers, just by reading what they post, especially when their views aren't the same as mine. So you often want to think about that. Before you post that perfect Facebook status, before you hit that tweet, is it something you really want to post? Oftentimes, I'll start typing something, type it up, ready to go, and before I hit enter, I'll go, do I really want to post that? Probably, maybe 75% of the time, if not more, I just say, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth the potential brushback. Now, you know what? If you've got a personal agenda, if you've got a social agenda, and you don't care what other people think about it, then go ahead and post away. I had an artist I worked with who was very political, and in spite of his music career, the politics weren't necessarily in line with what everybody else thought, but he didn't care. That was going to be his agenda. That was going to be his, podium, if you will, and so he was going to use it, that pulpit, I guess. And it backfired on him in a couple places, but he was okay with that. He knew going in that it wasn't the best advice, but it was going to work for him. So there are always exceptions to every rule. But I think you need to think about what you're talking about before putting it out there. Remember, not everybody who's a friend, a fan, a follower has the same political, moral, whatever views on faith even. And it's something to think about. Because again, do you really want to alienate people? Also, when it comes to proofreading, again, I've got fat fingers. A lot of times I'm too busy to type, boom, 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 type, and go on, and I don't notice that there's a typo involved. Now, with Facebook, you can go back and edit a post, and it's no big deal to edit the content, and you're good. With Twitter, you can't, and so you lose that momentary thing. So you either have to delete the tweet and tweet it again, but then the moment's gone. So again, think before you hit enter, not only from a content standpoint, what you're actually saying, but also, think about it from a proofreading standpoint. We're 10 years into social media, and I think, too, the world is changing, and it's going to be interesting here in the next few years as the shift happens. A lot of people are still uncomfortable with what social media has done to culture, how it's changed culture. Good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter. It's changing, and there's nothing we can do to put Pandora back in the box, as the saying goes. So I think we'll start seeing the ramifications, the repercussions, if you will, from people sharing what they share, thinking about what they do. A lot of times I now err on the side of caution. Things as a young man I probably would have posted, not care whose opinions I hurt, who I upset. Looking back at it now in my early 50s, it's a whole lot different. Yeah, I've matured a little bit, just a little bit. But I think it's important that we think about those things because a lot of the stupid things I said and did back in my 20s was never caught on tape, was never caught online, was never caught anywhere, but just in the comfort of other people, the people I was hanging out with. Now I don't have to worry about those things because I think before I hit enter. Back next week, another No BS social media chat. NoBSSocial.com, that's the website. You can find each and every one of these. Are we up to 100 yet? We're darn close to 100 episodes, I think. 52, something like that. And also you can find us on YouTube as well if you want to. No BS Social is a YouTube channel there, and you can subscribe. All we ask is you come back, tell a friend, come back for more next week right here. No BS Social. You want to find out more about me? You want to actually have a real dialogue? Phone, email, text, I don't care. All my information is coming up next. Thanks.